All right. Hi everyone. I'm back with another reading from the Parents Tao Te Ching. Today we are reading chapter or poem 13, lucky number 13. If you know, you know. As you know, or for those of you who are new here, I read the original poem and then I will read William Martin's interpretation on it that is geared for parents. So let's begin. Tao Te Ching, poem number 13. Success is as dangerous as failure, and we are often our own worst enemy. What does it mean that success is as dangerous as failure? Whoever is superior is also someone's subordinate. Both receiving favors and losing them cause alarm. What it means is that success is as dangerous as failure. What does it mean that we are often our own worst enemy? The reason I have an enemy is because I have an I. If I no longer had an I would no longer have an enemy. Love the world as if you were yourself. Then you will truly care for all things. Okay, I love this. I love this one. Let's see what William Martin, how he interprets it. And again, just as a quick reminder, he will interpret the poem. So he'll write it in the context for parents, but then he'll have some insights, and then I will share my insights as well. All right, fear of failure. Beware of teaching your children to climb the ladder of success. Ladders lead down as well as up. If you overly protect your children, they will fear failure and avoid pain. But failure and pain are twin teachers of important lessons. Unless your children fully experience both, how will they know that they have nothing to fear? All right, I love that. And I'll share a little bit in a moment, but here's his little words of wisdom afterwards. Your children do not learn from their successes, they learn from their failures. They must have complete permission to try and fail and discover that they still are okay. What has your child failed at recently? How did they react? How did that make you feel? How can you how can you each learn from this? Okay, this is perfect timing because for many kids, they've received their report card, or maybe recently they've received their report card. I do have a lot of information around report cards. My take, and I shared this on Global News at the end of last year, so you could see that on my blog. But here's my take on it. Report cards are a sliver of understanding what your child is capable of. Okay, and a very small sliver at that. And I say that with the intention that we don't put too much pressure on our kids to achieve certain marks. Yes, it's good for them to be ambitious. And I see a lot of this in kids who there's this theme of perfectionism, the theme of procrastination, for fear of not being perfectionistic. There is a lot of layers to this puzzle, but here's what I really invite parents, to consider, especially in the context of poem number 13. Allow your kids to experience failure. And am I saying for them to just fail school and never try it? No, no, no. I'm not saying that at all. What I am saying is give them the space to mess up. Give them the space to feel what it's like to mess up and realize those consequences, those natural consequences. And if this is a new concept for you, and if you're really highly focused on academics, I invite you to start practicing with something less important to you. So maybe it's cooking your child cooking a meal or planning a party or something that they can practice doing and possibly failing at, and it won't be that big of a deal for you. Um, if you are used to practicing this with your kids, great. Um, I think the next possibility is just to tune into how it feels for you and what insights you gain from recognizing that you guys can do things and move through challenging times and still be okay, because that really is the bottom line to failure. Yeah. So enjoy the time with your kids. Enjoy seeing them mess up. Um, and be very aware of how you react to that. I'm going to share one little story. I had a client who was very tapped into her child's academic achievements, and I asked her to trust me, and it was big for her because there was a financial implication. It was a paid for institution, and she felt that pressure as well for her child and for herself, obviously. And I asked her to just trust me because we had to work through her peeling back. So what was happening was she would help him with homework. This is an older child, help with homework, um, check on what was due, when was it due, and really be micromanaging a little bit. And of course, worried and stressed about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I get that we are, and I always talk about this, we are our child's frontal, we are our child's substitute frontal lobe. So what that means is a lot of the executive functioning skills like planning, organizing, problem solving, all of those skills aren't fully developed in our children yet until the age 25, 35. And Jennifer talks about this a lot from connected parenting. But we do need to start peeling back and allowing our child to step in, even if they do mess up. So going back to this client, I had asked her to trust me and work with stepping back a little bit more and more and allowing her son to step in and start taking more responsibility, start messing up at not meeting deadlines, start messing up at not doing the project as it was supposed to be done, and allowing him to feel those failures. And after a year of working together, he ended up doing okay at school. And the huge win was, okay, of course he did okay without her micromanaging, but she had more freedom and could trust more in the capabilities of her kid. So I just share that with you because sometimes we get a little caught up in our child's success, which is understandable because as parents, we want our children to be successful. We want them to be happy. But how we do it, the messages that the underlying messages that we're sending as we're doing it, and the energy that we hold around it does impact our children. So the question is, how do you want it to impact your child, especially in the long run? Do you want them to be able to take risks and be able to succeed and have that ownership of it? Do you want them to feel the beautiful win of being able to achieve a goal and or maybe missing a goal and figuring out and problem solving how to get it a different way? Those are the long-term skills that are really lifelong skills that we'd love our kids to have. And it starts, believe it or not, starts a lot with how we react to our child's failures and successes now. Anyway, hope that was helpful. More on report cards, if you like, on my website. Check out the blog. And of course, I have a whole bunch of stuff for summer summer break. So check it out. I have a free webinar. I have another one that goes into detail. I have a Bringo sheet that you can do. Lots of guidance and support. So check it all out. Hope to see you soon and have a great, great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.